Welcome to Rome Total War, but slightly more expanded upon. This is going to be an AI-only campaign. So first of all, what is different? The start date, 277 BC. It starts a little bit before the events of the Rome that we know. The Julii, the Senate, the Brutii and the Scipii are all here, but they have Pyrrhus of Epirus to deal with. A rebel army right there, which is going to be, should be interesting to watch. Overall, the settlement design is very similar, but with a few extra ones added here and there. Let's take a look down at Carthage. Yeah, as you can see, it's incredibly similar, but with just a few small changes, especially in the Barbarian lands. They have most of the changes. Let's take a look over here in Greece. Yep, all the same settlements, just +1. And then Egypt is very similar, but the map also extends slightly. Further down south, which could be interesting. A little further north you can now get involved in Scandinavia, and of course much further east, where you can make it all the way to India. Yeah, so this here could be a very interesting AI-only campaign. Possibly quite a long one, but we'll see. We'll give it a go. Link for the mod down below in the description. Let's begin. Alright, so nothing changes there. Rome, the Julii attacks Segesta. Pyrrhus has not moved. I don't think he can. I think he's more just waiting for the Romans to attack him. Which gives... yeah, that does give the Julii a massive advantage, I think. And the first settlement got taken by the tribal union of Britons. And then, of course, the Julii take their first settlement as well. Ooh, they built a nice little fort there. I do like a good fort placement by the AI, especially when it's in a logical position. I do like that. Oh, poor Macedon, they actually lost. And the Greeks, lost at Thermon, but they're giving it another go. The Julii put in another settlement under siege, trying to take their original Rome 1 territory there. Hey, they finally took Thermon. Pyrrhus, Macedon just took your homeland at Epirus. Apollonia has fallen. What you gonna do? Just stand there? Okay. Rome is actually really trying to expand, but the Brutii and the Scipii not doing that much. It's actually going to be interesting to see though. Eventually, who is going to get this land? That's going to be interesting because the Scipii could take both of them, and really mess up the Brutii, or vice versa. Or maybe the Julii might beat them to it. That would be very interesting, but I doubt we'll see that. And there we go, the third settlement for the Julii. Do they still... no, they technically don't border any rebel settlements. If they want to go to war, take more land, they have to go to war. And it would have to be with Gaul. Oh, this is looking good. That looks like what they're going for. The first war, the Julii versus the Gauls. Surely that has to be it. Or maybe just walk straight past. What are they planning here? No wars have yet been declared. Yeah, no diplomacy yet. I don't know what their plan is then. Maybe they're going straight through to Louvain? It is possible. Oh no, it looks more like they're going for Illyria, just the long way round, rather than getting a boat. Well, they don't technically have a port here, so yeah, maybe that does make sense. Either way, Pyrrhus is still here, like, no one's doing anything against him. Maybe the Julii will be the first to actually take this land. Oh, of course, a flash flood in the Libya desert. Of course, yeah, obviously, like, how else? I can't see this going any other way. Although I will say one thing, like, if that region was to flood, like, it would be a flash flood, like, no one's seeing that coming at all. Ah, the Greeks in Anatolia have taken Halicarnassus, I believe. Yeah, still the Romans. They seem a little broken right now. Hopefully they wake up later. But yeah, they took Halicarnassus. But that gives them a border with the Seleucid Empire. Oh, it's so weird having all this land here as rebel. Yeah, will Carthage go for it? Either way, the Carthaginians are just being as slow as the Romans. Then again, like, Carthage and Syracuse were fighting against each other for hundreds of years with no progress. It was only until the Romans came in that the island was unified under one power. So, you know, this is actually very accurate here. Alright, Julii, you have to do something because Macedon is taking all this territory. You gotta take something for yourself. This is far too many settlements in Crimea. Like, why does the Crimea have 3 and... yeah, like that, it's a very busy part of the world right here for some reason. Ah, Macedon took Byzantium and they're going to take another settlement... never mind. But they're still having a very good game. Bomilcar! Oh. And he got the win as well. Well done, Bomilcar. Well done, Julii. They're going to beat you to it. Well done. Where are they going to go then? Like, what would be their next step? Stand outside Luvavum? Possibly? Do nothing? And the Gauls make it into Iberia. Alright then, Julii, now what is your plan? Oh, where did that come from? They're attacking Messana. I saw they had a general round here, like this army was round here. And they had a few boats, but I did not expect a full invasion down here at Messana from the Julii. Alright, now that is interesting. That does make it interesting because that cuts off the Scipii. Because they're meant to take this settlement. Who would have thought Pyrrhus being down here just makes the Julii OP? By the way, quick diplomacy update. Nothing has happened. Wow, the Greeks are bringing the entire world to this settlement. What can they possibly want that much? Crete, of course. Alright, here we go. The siege of Messana. The Julii took it. They now have a foothold in Sicily. Way before they've even conquered the south. Interesting. I started with like 1.2 million gold. Now minus $500,000. The Egyptians expanding as far south as possible, taking Axum, and also taking a big chunk of Arabia as well. And as usual, Thrace does absolutely nothing. They haven't moved, they're still with their first starting settlement. Surely they will be the first faction to die. Surely they've got to be. Oh, the Roman army heading back home, but they're leaving their generals behind on the beach, of course. Alright, so the Julii forces are now back home. And what is their plan going to be here? It seems it's more Carthage's plan of what to do with them. Yeah, they have the bigger army. Is the first Punic War about to begin? Oh, the Greek city-states is coming here to invade Croton. But isn't Croton at this point under the Greek city-states? Being protected by a Greek city-state to protect the Greek city-states? Oh, I'm so confused. By the way, Egypt building a very large empire. They have a lot of territory under their control. As you can see on the map, they're now probably bigger than the Seleucid Empire in surface area. And Carthage looking pretty large as well. They do have a lot of land there. Oh, they are attacking Croton, and Macedon wants to get involved as well, just to complicate things even further. Stupid Roman pacifists. Oh, Carthage. No, they're going for Syracuse. Interesting. Oh, finally some diplomacy. Carthage has an alliance with Iberia, and the Seleucid Empire has an alliance with Egypt. Great, so no wars. Ah, the Seleucid Empire takes that settlement all the way up there. And Carthage, they take Syracuse. And all the Greek city-states lost at Croton. The Greek city-states held out against the Greek city-states. I wonder if a Greek city-state will get involved. Oh, there's another Greek city-states here. I'm going to be mocking this for hours. Right, Macedon having a go now. Can Macedon take it? Yes, they did. Macedon, now the controllers of Croton. That is very interesting. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this plays out. Because Macedon right now is a very big power. What did I just... Did I just click something? I don't know. Gaul and Thrace are, of course. They're literally made for each other. Doros of Sparta single-handedly thinks he can take out the Brutii. No, I clicked on the wrong button. Oh, no. How long? I've been doing AI campaigns now for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years now. Just over. And I've never made the mistake of clicking the attack button. Oh, well, you know what, let's have a bit of fun with it. It is, after all, an AI-only campaign. We might as well have a little AI-only battle in here as well. Of course. Everyone just fight it out on the field. Why am I not surprised? They're not even fighting at all, are they? They're off. They're out of here, they're running off. What is the plan? So this is what the AI on the sieges look like. Elephant's doing a good job though, until they're charged right into the phalanxes. By the way, I like the look of these phalanxes on this mod. The pikes do look really good. They're still bringing up the ladders, they're all going inside. How did he smack onto the wall up here? How is that even possible? Wow. That was so weird. It's like I've just highlighted all rebel units now, and look at that. They're all outside of the settlement. Why even bother climbing in? Just fight them out on the field. And where are they even going? Like, they're charging back in. Oh, but it's so dumb. Of course, what an excellent use for archers. Hey, and what did you know? The rebels lost. Well done to the Seleucid Empire. I hope I never click that button again. Anyway, back to the campaign. The Julii have some troops here for some reason. The Greeks still looking interested in Croton. Could this turn into a full war? That could be interesting. I mean, that would be interesting. Literally anything would beat the rebel spam battles right now. It's like, surely they've got the troops now to push on to Pyrrhus. Surely at this point they can do it. Another alliance, Gaul and Dacia. Ah, Massilia has fallen to the Gauls. They got there before the Romans could. Oh, we have a war! The Julii at war with the Carthaginians. At last, here we are. Oh, they're pushing onto Syracuse. The first Punic War. It begins. Scipii? Brutii, are you going to do anything about this? I doubt it. Alright, they pulled off, but the Scipii puts it under siege. Is that? Yeah, all Romans now ain't good. Like, come on, Julii, you can easily take it quickly before Carthage brings reinforcements. And there we go, the Seleucid Empire has conquered all of India. At last, Carthage, after their, 10th attempt now, has taken Gadur. And Pergamon fell to Pontus. Tarentum under siege by the Greek city-states. Interesting, good. We have some wars. Gaul versus the Germans and the Greeks versus the Seleucid Empire at last. And yeah, it's looking in favour of the Germans already on this front here. How about with the Seleucid Empire? Nothing yet, but surely the Seleucids should be able to take Halicarnassus. Surely. Hey, over 1 million in debt. Just like my university fees. Oh, the Gauls landing in southern Britain, in Cornwall there. Interesting move. Alright then, Tarentum and the Greeks lost. Yeah, that could be interesting there. That settlement's still under siege, nothing happening on this front yet. Just a few blockades. Rome has, of course, naval dominance, obviously. And Pyrrhus is dead. Oh, I saw the Greek city-states attack somebody round here. They killed Pyrrhus. Oh, they did the Romans a massive favour right there. Although not that it was causing much trouble, really. Macedon at war with Thrace at last. Well, Thrace, you kind of deserved it. You didn't really do anything in this campaign, did you? So they do kind of deserve this. And there we go. Gaul now has a foothold in Britain. Oh, the Germans gave up at this settlement here. They're going for this one instead. Oh, I think they probably lost. Yeah, Gaul brought in quite a lot of reinforcements, so they probably lost it. The Greeks trying again at Tarentum. Iberia and the Gauls are now at war. Yeah, Gaul will probably lose this settlement here, and possibly this one as well. And there we go, now all of Arabia has been conquered, split by the Seleucid Empire and the Egyptians. Another war, Britons and the Gauls, of course. Kick them out, Britain, kick them out. I saw it coming. Alright, Tarentum, are the Greeks finally going to do it? Yes, they did. Oh, southern Italy is a mess right now. There's 5 powers down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, that's a lot. What happened there? The Julii went to war with the Greeks. The Romans, all of them at war with the Greeks. Yeah, Egypt and Armenia, okay. And Egypt and the Seleucid Empire have broken their alliances. Ooh. Finally, the Brutii are doing something. They were just worried about Pyrrhus, weren't they? But now it's all open for them. They are moving on in. And as usual, the Scipii are in a very bad spot. The Brutii are probably going to get all of this land. The Julii this land, and then the Scipii, as usual, they're going to be absolutely terrible. Faction destroyed. Thrace. We all saw it. They were the first to go. And what is this down here? What? Armenia has taken Alana. Armenia. They are at war. They must have taken that by conquest. I don't see any boats around. Did they just walk it? Surely they did not just walk from their mountain homeland all the way through the desert to take Alana from the Egyptians. Surely not. But they must have done. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Okay, AI. The Brutii took Tarentum. Well done to them for that. I believe, yes, finally, the Germans took a settlement here. Which one fell first? One of these two would be the first faction to faction, like, change of hands. They're still pushing on this one as well. The Britons still have this under siege. Oh, Egypt and Armenia have signed a ceasefire. Why? They've still got troops down here though, I'm so confused. The Scipii signed an alliance with the Egyptians. The Germans got heavily pushed back from this settlement and this one at the same time. Britain still has that under siege. Macedon still holding out here. Oh, the Greeks are back. And now the Brutii are getting involved as well. And the Gaul and Macedon are at war. Armenia still there. Oh, Macedon trying to take Patavium. Interesting. Oh, rip Numidia. I just saw them like fade off the map and become Carthage. I didn't even know they were at war. Thought they were allied. Yeah, faction destroyed. The Numidians. Oh well, Carthage now a very big power. Macedon are at war with the Greeks at last. Finally, the big one. Yeah, the Greeks attacking at Croton. And I was about to say this would be the perfect alliance, Macedon and the Germans. Both really big powers at war with the Gauls, and yeah, to put pressure onto the Romans as well. I was about to say that would be a perfect alliance there, and there we go, they signed it. Come on, Britain, how long are you going to take? I can't believe I'm saying this, but getting rid of the Europeans through Brexit is quicker than this. The Greeks, have they given up at Croton? It seems like they have. Macedon, big mistake, Greek city-states. Was Croton really worth it? They're now under siege at Thermon, at Athens, and almost at Sparta. Why? Why is this Brutii? When did that happen? Okay. I don't know when that happened. I don't see any boats anywhere nearby. That must have been years ago. Wow. Alright, the Brutii have taken Crete. Thermon fell. The Brutii have allied themselves with Macedon. The Armenians are still alive, by the way, just wandering along out here. Still nothing happening in Sicily, like, they had the perfect opportunity to take it, but they're just not moving at all. Athens has fallen, this island settlement has fallen. I believe this started under the control of the Greeks as well. Now that one's fallen. Oh, it's not looking good for the Greek city-states. Sparta under siege as well. They have one army. They seem to have... Yeah, they're alive for now. I think they won a battle, but I don't think it will be enough. Macedon and the Julii allied. Macedon lost at Patavium, or pulled back. Oh, and now they're at war with all of the Romans. Massive alliance breakage is there as well. Why is that? Oh, the Scipii wanted Croton. Oh, they are going to share Italy after all. The Scipii are not going to be left out. Although a little bit behind. I think Macedon destroyed that massive army. So now it's just, yeah, move on to Sparta. Hey, the Scipii took Croton. And finally the Germans making some real expansion now, taking 2 settlements. This is still going on. Hey, they finally took the settlement. Well done, Britons. And meanwhile, the Germans are just pushing very heavily into France. Sorry, I thought I was commentating over the World War II campaign for a second. Why are the Dacians here? Iberia, I hadn't even noticed Iberia. They've done very well. Taking these 3 settlements, 2 more here. Yeah, Iberia's doing very well. Oh, they took Massalia as well? I can't see them as well on the map, that's my excuse, but yeah, they're having a very good campaign then. And of course, the Germans coming in over the Alps and Macedon putting Patavium under siege. With Dacian reinforcements. Yeah, these aren't Dacian then, are they? No, they're Iberian. Sparta fell to Macedon. Where are the Greeks now? Is it just... Yeah, Rhodes and Halicarnassus left. That's it. Some sad news. No sign of the Armenians. I think the Egyptians might have got them. And there we go, the Gallic capital has fallen. Ooh, the Iberians making it all the way up here. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I wanted from this AI-only campaign. Something that feels and looks like Rome at Total War, but at the same time something different, because we're used to how the AI works at this point. So yeah, this is something different to try and spice it up a little bit more. Macedon took Patavium, and the Seleucid Empire struggling with some rebellions right now. The Julii putting Patavium under siege at last. They are moving up north, but the Iberians are about to take Mediolanum. Yeah, and that's the last Gallic settlement as well. Dacia goes to war with Macedon, signs an alliance with the Julii. Ooh. And there we have it, faction destroyed, Gaul. They are done, split between the Germans and the Iberians. Interesting. And that's going to be the last turn of the episode. The Julii in a good spot, I think, taking Patavium now, although they could have done so much more. It's a shame they didn't continue and conquer the rest of Sicily. That would have been really good. They could have been in such a great position, but yeah, due to some things it didn't work out for them. Italy is now mostly Romanised, apart from Mediolanum, which I guess is good. Ooh, Dacia crossing over the river, crossing over the Danube into Macedonian territory. Yeah, let's see how much they can take. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. How long until the Great War between the Egyptians and the Seleucid Empire kicks off? How long will it take until the Roman war machine starts to really get into it and just expands everywhere? And what are the Germans and the Iberians going to do now? Surely this alliance cannot last forever. Where are they going to go? For other powers or for each other? Find out in part 2 of this Rome Total War AI-only campaign using the mod Barbarian Empires. Link down below in the description if you want to check it out. I have been MELKOR. Subscribe to get notified of more for this series. Like the video if you enjoyed, and please do share with anybody you think would be interested. But for now, until the next one, tomorrow's video, goodbye.